listen up. What have you learned for the past 2 weeks regarding Daniel?
Bored.
I didn't read the whole book right now.
No, not just this book, not the whole book, just the chapter.
No, I mean
but
that chapter.
who was Daniel?
Boring.
You still remember Daniel?
I didn't read the chapter yet. I was just on it.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
guessing.
Your
Daniel
cousin.
was a-
Except for your cousin. Okay. Daniel. Okay. Daniel was the wise man who served the king. Remember? Okay. So he was so wise that he was promoted to be the king's advisor.
Oh, I thought
Something like that.
Jesus.
The king's
Oh,
advisor.
stop.
All right.
Dude, I should stop.
So remember that.
Took it away and then.
If you remember the time where Nebuchadnezzar asked for like seven people who could serve the king, and the qualification is you should be handsome, like cool. Next.
That's Elliot.
Okay. And that guy, okay, if you want to serve the king, you should be smarty pants, okay?
Hey! Something my job.
And another, he should be healthy. Okay.
That's
Smarty
still
pants,
Elliot.
good looking, and healthy. And so the king wanted that all these people, all these people who served him is wise and intelligent and healthy. So he wanted, excuse me, one for Kyle. Okay. He wanted that all his servants must be healthy and strong. So the king offered all these people or these servants his food. So if they eat their food, what will happen? They will be
sick.
strong. But what did they say?
No, wait, that was the food
Oh,
that
I know.
was left over.
I think three said they weren't going to listen to the king's food.
Okay, not three. Daniel and Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. They
Oh,
said
yeah.
they will not eat the king's food. Okay, that will make them unclean. Okay, they will eat
I know.
what?
You do
Just-
it already.
They proved to the king by eating healthy.
Healthy food like vegetables, right? And then what happened?
They grew strong.
Stronger than the other man.
Both.
Right?
Yeah, how would they be strong if they ate like junk food?
They don't eat junk food. They didn't eat junk food, but they just ate the king's food. King's food are the best, you know?
But they wouldn't get healthy then.
And another thing. So that is how God showed His power. Okay? That's the thing that God showed His power to them. That it's not by what you eat, you know. It is your obedience to God that makes you healthy. All right. You're two. All right. And then, so that one is a proof that Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, and Daniel was serving the true God. Okay? They are healthier. Another thing, what is another powerful thing that happened in the palace?
Nothing. They wrote on the wall to turn
Vicky is talking. Excuse me. That one is the one you just read, right? But what happened? Like what we have told, what I have mentioned before, or we have learned last time. What happened to Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego?
They didn't die.
They did die.
All right. They did not die from the fire.
But they did die
burning
eventually.
furnace.
They
All
did
right.
die eventually.
But not with fire, right?
Yeah, but they died.
But imagine how would you survive if you guys were in a furnace with a burning fire and then you came there?
Fireproof vest.
Of course.
I know.
Like fighting
What's it called? Extinguisher with you.
You will turn into ashes.
No,
Come on.
No, you get this. A extinguisher and a
No,
like,
you have
fire
nothing.
fight.
Just remember, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, they came there just by themselves. No best or thing, no, but they came there. Why? Because these people and even the
So
king
poor.
wanted them to worship
God!
and their gods are fake.
I know how to stop the
Their
king.
God is not a true God, and they said, no
I
way.
know how to stop him. Whack him.
Oh wait.
Until
They
that's
said,
what-
no. Even if we die, we will not worship your God because your God is fake. But we will
Yeah.
worship our God and we don't want to offend
You're
our God.
fake.
So they kept on what they are doing.
Yeah,
They
you
worship
should.
God. And everybody was like saying, oh, they're not worshiping our God. What should we do? We have to kill them. How do we kill them? Put them in a burning furnace.
You would
And
die.
yes, of course you will die. But because they know that they will be safe, and because God will save them, because they're serving a
I
powerful
know how
God,
to
and they said,
survive.
we don't care. So throw us in a fire with burning furnace, and you will see how great is our
You
God.
just need 1,000 gallons to drink and get some on you.
All right. So what happened to the three guys?
They died.
Would you please mention it
survived.
with me? Shadrach. Say Shadrach.
Shadrach,
Meshach,
Meshach, Abednego.
Abednego. All right. These three king's servants, did they die?
No.
What happened to them?
They survived.
They survived. When they went out, not even a smell of a smoke or a burnt
How they
thing
do that?
or a smell of a
Magic?
burning. Yeah, it's not magic. That's what you
A
call.
force field.
It's what you call the power.
Of God.
of God.
Power.
I want to see that. I want to see that now.
Okay, throw me into the smoky furnace.
I don't
I'm
think.
sorry for you then.
Yeah, I will feel sorry for you.
No, Ellie, no, it won't go. No, English.
Okay, guys, Vicky has a very interesting question.
What?
Okay.
What?
Don't scare.
Food.
Listen up.
Why is the olden days that miracles happen, but right now?
Okay. Is it about our faith? Does it have something to do with our faith, that their faith is more bigger than our faith now? Why things happen like that in the past? Why can it happen now? Is that your question? Okay. During those times, people were really
What bad?
no. You can see how people
React.
rely on a
God.
fake God, on a fake God. And then God wanted to prove that His power is available to everyone. And that is the way that He could show His power. But us, it doesn't happen much, but because we're not really just paying attention. But there are some stories that are happening now that happened long time ago. We just have to let it know. But do not put God into the test, you know. Like, if I drink poison, should I die or not? I would trust God. Lord, I know that this is poisonous. I will trust you and I will drink it more.
No, he's
And then
gonna die.
He's gonna die.
Because God's not gonna help you. You're just killing yourself.
Yes, that's right. You're just killing yourself. God knows if you are testing God.
Not a sacrifice.
Yeah, but this time it happened.
Just
you know,
die.
that God showed His power because they are really in need
They put
of His mercy and of His power. And by this way, God's power will be revealed to them. Alright? But we have Jesus now. Okay? And Jesus can do a lot of miracle things right now. We were in our place, we may not be able to hear it or listen to the testimonies or the things that the miracle things happen, but it does. Because as the word says, everybody, Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. If God did it before, that means God will do it right now. Elliot, are you listening?
Yes.
Okay, sit down.
Unless
Okay.
he doesn't have purpose.
You be famous.
I know he's doing it in purpose so he could.
Unless he just gets like a pony.
Camera.
All right. is another thing that very interesting in the book of Daniel. Okay. Nebuchadnezzar passed away.
Of course, it's the old and it's the new days.
Nebuchadnezzar.
Nebuchadnezzar.
Yeah, Nebuchadnezzar.
Caesar.
And now
Nabu. Star Wars.
it is his son's turn. What is the name of his son? Will you please check it in the book of Daniel, verse 5? What is Nebuchadnezzar's name? Son's name. I'm sorry. Check it. Hurry.
Nebuchadnezzar.
Belshazzar. Okay. Belshazzar. Okay. Belshazzar. Okay. Took over the kingship, and he was now the king of in that chapter. He was now the king. Now, while he was feasting, drinking with his people, with his wives, and all the friends that's so close to him. Elliot, please sit down. All the kings, all his friends were feasting, they were drinking, eating a lot, and they were having fun. They were having a party. And then all of a sudden,
He died.
No, they're gonna get drunk.
they got drunk, and then all of a sudden, while they were in a party,
They got drunk and
a handwritten thing on the wall.
Wait, what?
Handwritten thing.
How would they see if
It's
they're
like
drunk?
there was like a letter on the wall just suddenly popped out, and it was like, what was that? And then when he saw it, he could not understand it because the letters or the words are not was written not in his language.
Oh, what the-
But when he found out, and when he just looked at it, and he knows that there are words like whatever word is that, and he didn't understand, he was so scared. He didn't understand that word, but he knew in his heart that that was a bad news. And he was like so frightened
I know.
while he was having a party, and when he saw that, he was so frightened, and he was like shivering, and he was on pale, like very sick. And what did he do?
Die.
No, he asked.
God.
No, he asked
King.
all the magicians, all the wise men, all the astrologers who can interpret stars, whoever. They said they are very wise people. He called them, and all the servants say, all the people who are wise. Wait. All the people who are wise, all the people who are knowledgeable, all the people who knows how to interpret dreams, please come. Interpret this for the king, because the king has given them 3
Chances.
Give me a second.
Heart.
Sí, ¿cómo está?
3 chances.
Okay.
Hey, you want to see my beer?
Give me a second. So this is
3
what happened.
lives.
Look at my beer. I have no beer. I know it's
3
called.
lives with 3 chances.
Oh, I do 9 lives. I know 9 like
If you read it, you will understand. Those who could interpret what that means, okay, the king will be given him the third third highest position in the kingdom.
The ruler.
And he will be given a golden necklace,
Chain.
like a chain over here and here, whatever, and that will signify that this person is a high rank position. So all these magicians came up because they want to receive the prize, they want to be promoted. I want that money, or I want that position, and I can interpret that for you. And then when they read the letters on the wall, they would say, I'm sorry, I cannot understand that. I'm sorry, I know I am wise, but I don't understand
It's
any
God's
word of that.
language.
And then one,
I know.
yes, it's like God's language. And then one
Oh,
of them told the Belshazzar, there was a man named Daniel who can interpret dreams. We remembered, and he was remembered, and he was well honored because your father used to serve him, and he was known as the most intellectual person who can interpret things like that. So Daniel came, and then Daniel was full of wisdom from God, and he was the only one
Who knew God's
who knew
language?
God's letter, who knew that letter, and he explained it to
What was
Belshazzar. So what was it? What was the meaning of that?
Stop! Stop drinking! Stop doing those stuff! I'll kill you!
Okay, it says there, mene tekel parsin. Mene tekel parsin. He said, mene means God has numbered the days of your reign, king, and brought it to an end. That means he's gonna die. And tekel means...
Wait, read it again.
Okay, mene means God has numbered the days of your reign and brought it to an end. So
Wait,
that
what's
means
rain? What
that
kind of
reign.
thing?
I mean reigning.
Oh,
His
end of
kingdom.
your life.
So he said he will end his life. Tekel means you have been weighed on the scales and found wanting. And then Peres means your kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and Persians. And right there and then, not right there and then, on that night, the king died. And it was other king, Darius, who took over. And Daniel was
Survived.
given a position.
That loser
and
died.
that loser died. Because why? He served a wrong God.
Yeah, he did.
Daniel was going
He didn't listen. He did not humble himself. Even a lot of people were saying, humble yourself, worship God, humble yourself. But he would remain very boastful because he thought that since he has all the richness of the world, he doesn't need anything.
That
He doesn't
loser
need
died
God.
because he was.
Wait, God's
Doing
so
a wrong God.
Guys,
that don't
A wrong God, and he is so boastful. He neither wanted to humble before God. Okay, go. And he doesn't even listen to God and humble himself to the Lord. So that's what happened. Not everyone died because everyone is humble, is braggart or boastful. But this is what happened.
Boastful means bad, right?
Yes, boastful means
Humble means good.
boastful means braggart. You know braggart?
What's braggart?
Full-headed.
Selfish.
You know what full-headed is?
Oh, you still cut your head.
No, it's like air-headed. It's like you're full of yourself. Like you're so.
So that means
What
that's
did you say
bad,
about
right?
the other word?
So
You're bragging about something. You're too much.
that means bad, right?
Yes, that means bad.
How humble's good, right?
Yes. What is humble?
I forgot what. I know the word. I forgot the meaning.
Okay.
being nice and
Yeah.
things and sharing.
Okay.
Not
Sharing.
being a jerk.
Or being, in other words, you depend on God,
The
not
right
on yourself. Okay? You depend on Jesus and not on yourself. When you are thankful that God makes you wise, and if you're thankful that God gave you this, that's being humble because you know that God gave you. It's not from yourself. But if you say, I am smart,
Who's Jimmy?
or if you say, hey, I am cool, I know everything, I don't need you, man, that's humble. Or what? Boastful. What is that? Humble or boastful?
Humble. Boastful. I think it's
Being boastful. So, boastful or humble? These are the things that you should know. Okay. Do you have this? I'm sorry. Those who doesn't have, fill it up.
The other
Okay.
Hey, give me a pen.
I'm sorry.
I bet the other kids are finished. Little kids here.
That's what you
Okay.
Humble.
Will you please read it, Vicky, loud, number 1?
Humble.
Jimmy came running home from school. He got a new twist on today's quiz. He thanked his mom for encouraging him to study the night before.
Humble.
Was Jimmy boastful? or
Humble.
Humble. Okay.
Oh, number 2 is boastful.
Will you please read it first?
Timothy around.
Oh, no, please clearly.
Tammy looked around at the other girls in her classroom. None of them had as nice as a dress as she did. She couldn't wait for someone to notice. So she told everyone how pretty her dress was. Boastful.
Was Tammy boastful or humble?
Boastful.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Can you read it, Ellen, number 3?
Carl knew his parents were wealthy. He always got a large allowance, but all of his friends said Carl didn't act rich. Instead, he was very generous.
Humble.
Was Carl boastful?
Humble.
Do you agree? What was Carl humble or boastful?
Humble.
Humble. Do you agree, guys?
Yes.
All right. Okay, Carl's turn.
She was doing great in school. Was captain of her soccer team and had many friends. She didn't need to worry about Jesus right now in her life.
Was Liz boastful or humble?
Boastful.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay, it's David's turn. Number 5, David.
Oh.
As James
Vicky read it?
and
Oh wait, sorry.
His friend's house.
his friend's house,
He noticed.
he noted how old and
Dirty.
dirty and everything
Everything.
looked.
Oh.
He laughed and said, "Our
Furniture.
furniture looked much
Nicer.
nicer than yours."
Boastful.
Good job. So, was James boastful or humble?
Boastful.
Boastful, of course. Okay, it's Vicky's turn again.
Justin saw the mess his younger sister made. There was mud all over the floor. He knew his mom would clean it up, but he decided to do it himself before she knew.
Humble.
Was Justin boastful or humble?
Humble.
Okay, humble. Tan 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 tan. Okay, turn the other page. Okay, it says there, James. What? Oh, everybody, let's read the memory verse.
Humble yourselves before the Lord and he will lift you up. James 4:10.
Okay, again, humble yourselves before
Humble yourself
the Lord and
before
He
the
will
Lord
lift you up. James
Humble
4:10.
yourself before the Lord, and He will lift you.
Humble yourself.
Okay.
Wait, do we do this now?
Humble yourself before the Lord and he will lift you up. James 4:10.
Okay, again. So I
Humble
will ask.
yourself.
Humble yourself.
Humble yourself before the Lord and he will lift you up. James 4:10. That was easy.
Okay, it was? Okay, so if you already memorize it, go to the discussion question, okay?
I didn't get to read this. Yeah, we've been asking for
It's alright,
this and
I
we
already
closed it.
told you the story, okay. So, discussion
Does
question,
David do it?
yeah, what gods did King Belshazzar and his nobles praise? What's the number 1 answer?
Fake God.
It's a fake god,
Yeah.
okay.
Do we just write fake God?
Yes. It's not complete sentences.
Fake God.
While they were drinking, what did they see writing on the walls?
A letter.
But that doesn't make any sense.
Letter.
While they were drinking, what did they see writing on
God's
the walls?
letter.
God's
letter, yeah.
No, not God's letter.
God-
It's just a
Letter.
handwriting, okay?
God's handwriting.
No, it's not God's handwriting. It's just handwriting.
God's language.
Handwriting, just handwriting. All right. Why did the king ask Daniel to come to him?
So he could
They can't.
he could translate the
With the
He
king
could translate
them to read the writing on the wall.
he could translate the letters.
Okay, because he knows that
He could translate
it's
the
only Daniel who could tell what the writing meant. Okay? It's only Daniel who could who could interpret the writing on the wall.
only Daniel.
Wait, what was number 3?
It was only Daniel who could, because he hoped that it was Daniel who could interpret the writing on the wall. Because it was Daniel who was bestowed by the power of God to interpret things, difficult things. Alright? How I wish I have that wisdom, you know?
What?
To interpret things.
I interpreted. Good job. Love for that language.
How did Daniel describe the things that the king was praising?
What?
How did Daniel describe
I
the
was
things
the
that the
sin
king
of
was praising?
Belshazzar.
Actually, we skipped one.
And
Hey, you skipped one. We're on 4.
Okay, let's skip that. Number 6. Why was the sin of Belshazzar even greater than his father?
I think it says 6. Shouldn't that be what Peter
Number 4.
Got stole
richer.
No.
He killed more people.
I have no idea.
Okay, this is it. Although he knew the truth, because Belshazzar already knew the truth. Okay, he chose not to humble himself, even fought against the Lord. So, even though or although he knew the truth, he chose not to be humble.
What?
He already knew that. Although he knew the truth.
Which answer?
Number 4. Although Belshazzar knew the truth, he remained not humble. Okay. He didn't want to be corrected. That's it.
Wait, 4?
Yeah. So if you guys don't want to be corrected and you know that he didn't want to be corrected, he remained boastful. He didn't remain humble. Okay?
Oh, he didn't remain humble.
He didn't remain humble.
Wait, I messed
All
up.
the Balthazars. Hey, there's 2 Balthazars. We're gonna write it at 2. All the Balthazars just wanted to be corrected. Number 4. I shall come. A video. Like poop. Look at my beard. My beard.
Are you done?
See me? I'm ugly with my beard. It's not your beard. I know.
It's a sticker bear.
Let's go.
He's saying